Once upon a time, in the cheerful town of Sunnyvale, lived a curious girl named Sophie. Sophie loved to explore, and her greatest dream was to fly high in the sky and see the world from above. Every year, the town held a colorful hot air balloon festival, and this year, Sophie was determined to ride in a balloon. On the day of the festival, the sky was painted with brilliant shades of blue, and fluffy white clouds floated lazily by. Sophie rushed to the park, where dozens of vibrant balloons were being prepared for flight. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she watched the balloons being inflated, their colors brightening the whole area. "Can I please have a ride?" Sophie asked a friendly balloon operator named Mr. Jenkins. He had a twinkle in his eye and a big smile on his face. "Of course, my dear. Just hop in, and we'll be off on an adventure," Mr. Jenkins replied. With a heart full of joy, Sophie climbed into the basket of the bright red balloon, and soon they were floating high into the sky. As they ascended, Sophie gasped at the breathtaking view. The town looked like a colorful patchwork quilt, with houses, gardens, and playgrounds all below her. She waved at her friends, who cheered and shouted from the ground. "This is amazing!" Sophie exclaimed, feeling the cool breeze on her face. Mr. Jenkins smiled and pointed out various landmarks as they floated higher. They passed over the sparkling river, the lush green forest, and even the majestic mountains in the distance. Suddenly, as they were enjoying the view, a gust of wind swept through the sky, causing the balloon to sway. "Hold on tight," Mr. Jenkins called out, and Sophie gripped the edge of the basket, her heart racing with excitement. As they sailed through the clouds, they noticed something unusual in the distance, a small, mysterious island that wasn't on any map. "Look over there," Sophie pointed. "Can we go check it out?" "Why not?" Mr. Jenkins replied with a grin. He skillfully steered the balloon toward the island, and soon they landed gently on a sandy beach. Sophie hopped out, her eyes wide with wonder. The island was filled with colorful flowers, chirping birds, and the sound of waves lapping against the shore. "Let's explore," Sophie exclaimed, and they set off down a winding path that led into the heart of the island. As they walked, they discovered a hidden cave adorned with sparkling crystals that glimmered in the sunlight. Curious, Sophie and Mr. Jenkins entered the cave. Inside, they found walls covered in beautiful crystals of all colors. "Wow, this is magical," Sophie said, reaching out to touch a shimmering blue crystal. Suddenly, the crystal began to glow, and a gentle voice echoed through the cave. "Welcome, brave adventurers. I am the spirit of the island. You have discovered the Crystal Cave, a place of magic and wonder. To unlock its secrets, you must solve a riddle." Sophie's heart raced with excitement. "What's the riddle?" she asked eagerly. "I can fly without wings. I can cry without eyes. Whenever I go, darkness flies. What am I?" Sophie thought for a moment, then her face lit up with realization. "A cloud!" she shouted. The cave erupted in a burst of light, and the spirit smiled. "Well done. You have proven your cleverness. As a reward, you may take one crystal with you." Sophie carefully chose a sparkling green crystal, feeling its warmth in her hand. "Thank you," she said, her heart full of joy. With the crystal in hand, she and Mr. Jenkins and the people of Sunnyvale embarked on countless adventures, exploring new places and making wonderful memories together. And every year, during the hot air balloon festival, Sophie would look up at the sky and remember the magical day when she found the lost island, knowing that adventure was always just a wish away.